Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Rao, and here I'm going to update you on what I'm going through and what's going on with my 60 Corvette here. That's the Monogram kit. This is a 59 Corvette that I'm converting into a 60, which really doesn't have anything to do with this body. The body itself is the same 59 and 60. The really only difference is the seat and some of the colors. So the only thing that tells you that this is a 60 is because I painted it this Cascade green metallic color, which is a 60 only color. It was not available in 59 and 61. It was not available as well. It's kind of a 1 year only color, and it's kind of funny that it's the same name, Cascade Green, as what they used on the 57 Corvette. So they recycled the name, but it's not the same color. If you know your colors and your Corvettes, the 57 Cascade Green is more of a teal green, kind of like this, but is not metallic. In 60, it's metallic, so you can see the metallic in it. And then Scale Finishes does an awesome job with the paint and everything, and the real fine metallic flakes. But what's going on with this one? I had a few things, and I was doing the foil on it, if you remember or follow that video, and I was cleaning the residue of the foil off with alcohol, and it got into the clear and messed up the clear. And I don't think the clear was actually mixed right by me. It had hardened on this one, but not to the point it's hardened on it is now. Because I went to the paint store and I bought some more hardener, and I think my hardener was expiring because it was many years old, and it does expire. So I was having that issue, so I went and got new hardener, and the clear on this is really hardened, so I can definitely tell that there was something going on and the hardener was expiring. And it happens with real hardener. That really does happen. So I got the roof redone, the trunk redone, and the hood. Now the hood, I had broke one of these pins off, and then I cut the other one off and broke it. And I re-glued a new piece. And after priming and doing it, it warped the front here a little bit because I had glued on it a couple of times. So I had to redo the body work here and smooth it all out. But the hood came out awesome, so I did a lot of body work to this again, smoothed it all out, painted it, and cleared it. So this hood is looking awesome. But while I was at it, I did clean up this and increase the gaps a little bit, so it really started to fit into this body much better. And one of the things I forgot to do when I was doing it was on the inside here, you can see I had trimmed and shaved it. Well, this comes at a much sharper angle, and part of the problem was with this hood, when you're opening and closing the hood, the front dips down in it. Well, it was hitting, so it didn't quite close right. It was also pushing it back and pushing it into here. So I increased the gap here, but I was still getting some interference here. So I had cleaned all that up, reshaped that, and got that clearanced out, and now it fits really good. Now I had done that to the 58 as well, but I forgot to do it on this one. So that's fitting really nicely, and this hood is all prepped and ready to go. This is done. I had cast new ones of these for the top because I had lost my other ones, because when I drained out the stripper, apparently lost those. I forgot they were in there and they went down the drain, but I was able to make another mold. Now when I talk about being in a hurry, now I clear coated this car, and along with another car, I do usually 2 or 3 cars at a time. Well, my 65 Satellite, that I'm really enjoying that build, and that's going really well, and just super excited about that one. I wanted to get this one done because all the paint was on it and I was ready to clear it. Now my mistake, there's a couple here. If you start looking closely, you can see some fish eyes, like right here and right here where the clear wasn't quite sticking. And this is the nice side. There's a couple other spots here. Real bad right here where I probably had a really nice fingerprint, or the silly putty. Now silly putty usually comes off real quick and really doesn't leave a film, but I didn't really wash this body really well. I made that mistake. So anytime you spray clear on it, I got a fisheye way back here. There's a tiny little one right there, and there's a whole bunch right here as well. So I got some fish eyes there, fish eye here, and what creates a fish eye is usually a piece of oil, dirt or oil, but it repels water. Well, it also repels the clear, so it pushes the clear away. And sometimes if you spray and mist the clear over it and let it get tacky and then do another light coat, and do that multiple times, sometimes it will stick over these because it gets nice and tacky and doesn't flow. When you put the clear on heavy, it'll tend to, once it gets heavy, it'll pull away from that, which causes the fisheye. So if you spray your clear on thick, you got another chance of this stuff going on. And I was just kind of rushing and being in a hurry. And then when I saw a couple of them, I'm like, all right, I tried to spray the clear on. But then I saw this one, I'm like, this one's really bad. I was like, all right, I can't fix that. There's no way to fix that. I basically need to strip and start over. And I got another one here. So there's a couple of them all over. And this thing really isn't too bad. The other thing in my rush and hurry, I remember there's a decal here for the cross flags, but I usually cover that in foil and put the decal on top. That's how I did the 58, and I was going to do the same on this. The thing I completely forgot is the fuel injection emblem that goes here, which is a decal that I have. I sanded off the molded in emblem, and there's a decal that goes right here. I had completely forgot that, and I was just excited, getting clear on one. I'm like, well, I'm doing clear, I'll get clear on this one too. So in my haste, I just hurried up and I started spraying clear on this and wiped the lint off of it. Thought it was clean enough, but usually I do a thorough washing, but I just kind of rushed, and this is my results for not doing that, not being careful. So I'm paying for it. So I'm not upset. It's one of those, I took the gamble and I lost. Most of the time I win, it's not a big deal. But this time I lost, and really bad right here, as I mentioned. But the shine's looking really awesome. So since right now I don't have any Purple Power stuff, actually Castrol Super Clean, I call it Purple Power, but it's the Super Clean. It used to be Castrol, but now it's just Super Clean. I need to go buy some more of that, and I don't know if I'm going to strip this body or not. The main reason is because I have that full-on 58 Corvette parts kit. So I had a whole nother body. So it was like, you know what? I've got a whole nother body. I might as well just prep that body because, you know, they're nicely molded bodies. So it doesn't take long to take the mold lines off of it. So about an hour of prepping and fine-tuning the stuff and remembering to sand this out like I mentioned on that body. Sand that out, clearance it, make sure the hood fits, which it does, and make sure there isn't any issues. And this one, so got it all in primer, did all the body work to it, and then painted the coves white. Waited a while, painted the coves white, then put more silly putty down just like I did in my video, and then got it all cleaned up and ready, and painted the Cascade green on it. I still had enough of this base coat. Now this is the base coat Cascade Clean, which has a shine to it from Scale Finishes. So it's all Scale Finishes paint. It's just I had plenty of white. I could do probably 10 coves with the 2 ounces of white I have. But the base coat covers really well, so I didn't even use half the bottle when I did this car. And I still have probably a quarter of a bottle after doing this body. And I could do, you know, the hood, trunk, and whatnot. But since I didn't have to do those, I just had to do the body again. So here, now you can see I still got to put that decal on here. There's a small little raised section where I didn't quite sand that off as well, but the decal is going to cover that. And this side's very smooth. So once the decal's on it, and then I clear coat it. But here, now you can really see the difference in the colors and the shine between base coat and clear coat, shooting the clear on it. Like I said, this is actual real automotive clear from Sherwin-Williams that I use. So you got a glimpse of the two colors on top of each other. And matter of fact, it really stands out when I take the hood, like I just did, and put the gloss coated hood on top of the semi-gloss base coat paint. Because I mean, it's got a gloss to it. The Cove has a gloss to it too, but I think the metallic gives it a semi-gloss look to it, which is pretty cool and pretty durable. But so this one, get cleaned up. I'll get the decals on, and I'll get clear on this one. Don't know if I'm going to do that this weekend. Got some other things to do and some other things to show. But I figured I would explain what happened, what I did wrong, basically getting too much of a hurry, and then I could strip this and start over. But I already had a parts kit, and the 58 parts are specific for the hood and the trunk. The body itself is the same, so 58, 9, and 60. The body and the coves are the same, so this being from my 58 donor kit, parts kit, just use those, and making the 59, 60 and use all those parts. So I figured I would show you what's going on, what I did wrong. Just go ahead and, a teachable moment. I screwed up. Yeah, big deal. Roll with it. Kind of sucks because I've painted the Eleanor convertible 3 or 4 times now. This would be the third paint job on this, second body, third paint job, but I really didn't need to. There's nothing wrong with the body. It's just because of time. It's like this one needs to harden and clear. I saw immediately what was going on. I still had time in the weekend, so it's like, you know what? I'll just clean and prep this body. And I was working on a couple other bodies. So I'm just trying to stay motivated on this one, not lose the motivation, or not feel too torn down about it. So I'm just moving on, dealing with it. It sucks. I thought by now that'd be clearing. I'd be putting the foil on it and getting it assembled, and hopefully it'll be done in the next couple of weeks or so. But I started a rush, made a mistake or two, and it shows. And now kind of dealing with it and working on this one. So I figured I would share and tell you what's going on. And I appreciate all the comments and the support and everything, because I know you guys are going to say, hey, yeah, I've done that. And, we all do it. And it's me getting in a hurry and, don't really want to start over, but at the same time get motivated and get excited about other projects and moving on to other things. So been kind of starting a few projects, but I'll show you some of those. But also trying to get some done, so I'm looking forward to getting this one done. So thank you for tuning in, subscribing, and all your comments. I really appreciate it. And you guys, you have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll see you next weekend.